Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we uncover the secrets hiding in plain sight within corporate filings. Today, we're diving into a report that shows a company seriously shaking things up, changing its name and its focus. Stick around, because this one has some interesting moves. Before we get into the juicy details, if you love getting the real story behind corporate moves without all the jargon, make sure you are subscribed, and for even deeper discussions and to connect with fellow corporate sleuths, join our Discord community. The link is in the description below. So, we're looking at a report from Qualigen Therapeutics, Inc. But hold on, by the time you're watching this, they are no longer Qualigen Therapeutics, Inc. They've rebranded to A.I.X.CRYPTO Holdings, Incorporated. This filing is all about that name change and a bunch of important votes from their shareholders. The earliest event reported here is the 12th of November of last year, and the big news is about a shareholders meeting that happened on that date. They had a lot of important matters on the table. Now remember, this company used to trade under the ticker symbol QLGN on the Nasdaq stock market LLC. That is going to change with the new name, so keep an eye out for the new ticker symbol. The company officially filed to change their corporate name from Qualigen Therapeutics, Incorporated, to A.I.X.CRYPTO Holdings, Incorporated, on the 14th of November. They say a shareholder vote wasn't needed for this name change, and it doesn't mess with the rights of their shareholders. That is usually the case with simple name changes, but it signals a big shift in strategy. They're also expecting to change their stock ticker symbol from QLGN to AXC on the Nasdaq capital market soon. But the really interesting part is what happened at their annual special meeting of stockholders on the 12th of November. Over 60% of the company's voting stock showed up, which means they had enough people there for the votes to count, which is called a quorum. And what did they vote on? Well, a few things. First, they approved a private placement. This means they sold shares of their common stock and something called Series B convertible preferred stock to certain investors. They issued 337,432 shares of common stock and 39,943 shares of this preferred stock. This is a way for companies to raise money quickly. Looking at the voting results for this first proposal, the offering and related transactions, they got a whopping 3,268,951 votes in favor, with only 13,149 votes against. That tells us the shareholders were largely on board with this private placement. Next up, they approved the issuance of more company common stock. This seems to be related to the conversion of that Series B convertible preferred stock, specifically for shares that go above a certain limit called the 19.99% share exchange cap. This usually allows investors holding preferred stock to convert it into a larger amount of common stock under certain conditions, which is already approved. Scroll 3254377 scroll, again super strong support here, with 325,43777 votes for this issuance proposal. This shows a high level of confidence or agreement from the shareholders on how the company is structuring its capital and future share issuances. Scroll proposal 3/2025 Equity Incentive Plan proposal. Scroll, they also voted on their 2025 Equity Incentive Plan. Think of this as a way for the company to give stock options or other stock-based rewards to its employees and executives. This is pretty standard for companies, especially when they're trying to attract and retain talent in a competitive market. Scroll 3251939 scroll. This plan also sailed through with 3251939 votes in favor. It is clear the stakeholders believe in rewarding the team that is driving the company forward, especially with the big changes happening. Scroll proposal 4 adjournment proposal scroll. And finally, they voted to allow for the adjournment or postponement of the meeting if needed, or to handle any other business that might properly come up. This is a catch-all to ensure flexibility. Scroll 3254633 scroll. This adjournment proposal also got strong support, with 3254633 votes for it. It seems like the shareholders were in agreement with management's handling of the meeting and were ready to empower them with flexibility. Then, on the 16th of November, the company put out a press release about this name and symbol change, plus some other business updates. This is how they communicate major events to the public. They've attached the official certificate of amendment to their incorporation documents. This is the legal paperwork that makes their name change official. Scroll exhibit 99.1 shrine scroll. And of course, they've included that press release from the 16th of November, which presumably details these changes and their new business direction, especially with that A.I.X.CRYPTO name. So let's wrap this up. Qualigen Therapeutics, Incorporated. Now, A.I.X.CRYPTO Holdings, Incorporated is undergoing a significant transformation. The shareholder votes clearly indicate strong support for the company's strategic moves, including a private placement and new incentive plans. The name change combined with the ticker symbol change to AXC strongly suggests a pivot towards the cryptocurrency or blockchain space. This is a bold move that could position them for growth in a rapidly evolving sector. but it also comes with the inherent volatility and regulatory uncertainties of that industry. From a business health perspective, the strong shareholder approval on these proposals is a positive sign of trust in management's vision. However, without seeing the actual financials in this specific filing, it is hard to say how this new direction will impact actual revenue or profitability. We'll need to watch their future financial reports closely to see if these dramatic changes translate into tangible business success. The main takeaway here is that this company is betting big on a new chapter, moving away from its apparent focus in therapeutics towards something involving AI and crypto. This is a high-risk, potentially high-reward strategy. The success will depend heavily on execution and the market's reception to their new identity and offerings. Alright, that is our breakdown of this filing. What is your take on this company's name and strategic pivot? Do you think it is a smart move or a risky gamble? Drop your thoughts in the comments below if this deep dive gave you some clarity. Hit that like button, it really helps us out, and subscribe for more corporate decoding each week. Don't forget to join our Discord community linked in the description for more great conversations. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.